Hi, I'm Hannah Mitchell, and today I'm going to be talking about diversity. And diversity is a very broad term, but I think my four pictures represent diversity very well and represent what diversity means to me. So, my first picture is of a braid, and there's three sections to this braid. And the reason I chose this photo was because I feel like diversity is everyone coming together for a common goal. And I think that a braid represents that very well because each strand of hair or each strand of rope or whatever you're braiding is unique in its own way. But when you braid it together and mesh it all together, it turns into this beautiful looking braid. And I think that's something that represents diversity very well because when you get all different types of people from all across the country, all across the world, from different socioeconomic backgrounds, religious backgrounds, racial backgrounds, and you come together to work on one common goal, the results are just phenomenal because everyone has different experiences and everyone goes about things different ways. But they all have something to add to make this one thing look perfect and amazing. And I also think it represents diversity because even though each strand of hair is different or each strand of rope, they're still all rope. And even though we are all different people, we all look different, we all act different, we are still all human beings. And that's something that I think is important to always keep in mind when dealing with the concept of diversity. My second photo is it's a little tree with a bunch of different music notes around it. And when I thought of diversity, I thought of music because music is something that brings everyone together. Everyone loves to listen to music. Music is something that's very important to me in my life. And I listen to all types of different music, and my music choices are very diverse. And my friends' music choices are also very different and diverse from my own. And so are my families and coworkers and teachers and people across the world that I have never met. We all have different types of music styles, but we all come together to listen to music because music makes you feel good. Music makes you feel happy or sad or joyful or nostalgic. It reminds you of a memory. And I think that even though we all do have different types of music that we listen to and different types of music that we like to hear, everyone can appreciate that you do have a different music taste, but I appreciate that you listen to that type of music and I accept that your music taste is different from mine. And that to me directly correlates to diversity because even though even though you may have different views than I do on a certain subject, I still respect that you came from a different background than I did. And so I respect that you have different views and ideals than I do because of where you came from or because of how you were raised or things like that. So I think music is something that it divides us in the way that we all have different tastes and we all like to listen to different things, but it also brings us together because we all can appreciate what music does to our feelings and things like that. My third photo is a photo of a little family, a little paper cutout. Um, and the reason I chose this photo is because I come from a very diverse family. My father is black and my mother is white. So I've grown up in two different types of families because they do things differently, they speak differently, they even cook different foods. And I have loved it because I get to experience two different types of cultures and two different types of religions and different things like that. And that's basically what diversity is. It's everyone is different. They have different religions, different political views, different foods they eat, different ways they dress, things like that. And but I still am able to I'm able to accept both sides of the coin, I guess you could say. Um, and it's important that also my family has never made me feel on either side that I don't belong there because I'm not just exactly like them, which I think is really amazing and really important to me. And my final photo is just a picture of a bunch of different people. They're different races, they're different genders, they're just different. And they, you can't tell by looking at this picture, but they probably all have different backgrounds, different stories, different experiences. And that's what makes this picture diverse, is that there's so many different types of people, whether based on their socioeconomic status, their sexual orientation, their their race, basically anything, their career choices, their food preferences. Everyone is different, and I really like that about this photo because I really think that it shows all the different types of people there could be, and there's still a lot more than you can even see in this photo. But I think it's important to remember when talking about diversity that everyone is different and everyone is entitled to be different. Everyone has the right to be who they want to be, and we should accept that that's who they want to be to make a better society and a better world for the new generations and even the generations that are still here. So, those are my 4 photos, and thanks for listening.